what's up everybody? Welcome back to the channel, Brocco Fast. Thanks for joining in. Some call this a vlog, some call it awesome. I call it cool. But if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, and then there's a little thing down there that'll tell you it's a little turbo. Hit that, it'll subscribe as well. Comment, and I need your help on this one. This one is gonna be interesting. As some of you know, I sold my GT350R, but life and the market's hot. So what else am I supposed to do? But I need your help with the next car. I have a few in mind that I'm already thinking about, and I'm trying to get some ideas on what you guys think. So before that's said, the plan is next year when the new 400Z comes into production, which should be February of next year, be on the street by April. I'm gonna put in an order for one of those, hopefully, and I want to be one of the first people to take the 400Z to SEMA, to the drag strip, to the road trass, to the dyno, to the tuner. I want to do it all right away. I think I'll have that thing tuned in a couple days. So I've already been making my calls to my Nissan world, and so that car is on the docket. In the meantime, I need something to play with, but I don't want to spend too much money. I have some ideas on what I'm going to do, and some of them are old school, some of them are new school, and kind of want to get your thoughts on what I should do. So the first two on top of the list are both Nissans. That's where my heart lies. That's where I've just kind of grew up doing that. My dad raced a Datsun 510 with GT4, so I've grown up around Nissans. My first car was a Nissan, and that brings me to a couple of those first cars, right? So the number one car I'm looking at is the Nissan Pulsar gti-r. It was built from 1990 to 94. Not a lot of people know about this car, but let me tell you, it is awesome. Here's a couple pictures of it just so you can get an idea of what this car does. So this car was actually made for the World Rally Championship in the early 90s. And Nissan had to build a certain amount of cars to be able to get into the World Rally Championship as far as a manufacturer. So they built this little hot hatch. And this thing is special. It's all-wheel drive, only weighs like 2,400 pounds, has a SR20 DET, turbocharged engine, sodium-filled valves, individual throttle bodies, a bigger turbo, better pistons, bigger injectors. I mean, this car was awesome from the factory, and it's rare. And it's been on my bucket list for a very long time. And I think it's something that I really want to look into because it is such a special car. The thing with that, it's going to be harder to sell when the Z comes in, but hopefully I won't have to. Hopefully I can keep that and keep the Z at the same time. So the next car on the list was my first car. And this is something I know a lot of you have heard me say, but it's something that I really want to do again, and maybe do it with the same time with the Pulsar. But I really want to do another 1991 to 94 Nissan Sentra SER. I know the market's not crazy for those. They're getting rare and more rare to find. They're really hard to get, but it has a special place in my heart. And if I can get one of those in good shape, I'm kind of picky when it comes to that car because there's a lot of beat ones out there that are rusty, that are nasty, that have already been swapped and didn't do a great job. Sorry guys, but it's such a cool car for me. Here's a couple pictures of these. So that's the B13 Sentra SER. Now I want to go a little wild with it. I want to do a swap. I want to do possibly full cage and make it not front wheel drive anymore. So I really want to find a good car. So that's why, because there's going to be a lot of power in this thing if I get to build it the way I want to. So that car is just near and dear to my heart. No one could talk me out of this one. You know, I've talked to a couple special people that know the car industry, and they're just like, stay, you know, be careful. Not a lot of parts for these cars, but to be honest, it doesn't matter, because these are the type of cars that you don't get rid of. It's just special for you. So that is number 2 on the list. The third car on my list is something I've already had before. It's an S2000. I know, I've already owned one, right? I've tracked one. It's awesome. The crazy part is that every S2000 owner will tell you, when you sell your S2000, you'll own another one. If you don't have one, you will get one. And I'm starting to think that's true, because I miss that car. The more I watch the old videos of that car and at the track, and oh man, what a fun car. I mean, I'd love to get one with aero already, put a supercharger on it, and just go rain havoc on the track and just, you know, beat up on some Porsches. But here's a couple pictures if you don't know what an S2000 is, and a little video of why it's so much fun. You know, it's a cool car. You can see it. There's so much to do with this car. There's so much aftermarket. There's so much support for this car. It is probably one of the best track cars on the planet, cost effective. It can be fast. It can be all motor. It can be turbo. I mean, they have these cars running time attacks, and you wouldn't believe the times that these cars can do. It's just an incredible car. It really is. And then last on the list, this is the one that is probably a little farther from the list, just because I kind of want it, but I don't, because I mean, it's a great car. It'll hold its value for trade-in for the Z, but the dealers are crazy with this car. It's the Honda Civic Type R, the new one. And if I could get one at MSRP, I'd probably really think about it. But dealers they add a $500 part and they say it's a $6,000 markup, which I'm not willing to do. I'll pay MSRP, but I won't pay markup on it. And if you've seen some of the special edition ones, dealers want like 80 grand, and it's still, at the end of the day, as cool of a car it is, it's a Civic. I can buy another GT350R for the same price, and I would rather have that than the Civic Type R. If you don't know what the new Civic Type R is, here you go. So the Civic Type R, it's a cool car. You know, it is, I think, what, $350,000 5 horsepower, front wheel drive. They make the car handle. It doesn't, I mean, it has grip for days. It's incredible what this car does for a front wheel drive car. And that doesn't scare me. I think it's a really cool car. It might be a little extravagant for me, but again, I've driven one and I really do like them. It's just, do I want to spend that much money, you know, because they're in the 40s right now, or do I want to get something that's closer to my roots, that's more JDM, that is just old school, that I can just go ham on and make it me, have fun with the channel, and be able to personalize this car a lot. Now, now you can see how my mind works. So I need your help. Let me know down below, comment, what car do you think that I should get? And remember, keep the budget. To be honest, if I didn't list any of these cool cars and you had some that are in your mind, it has to be something that you can track, something that is cool, something that is unique, and something that is going to be just a lot of fun, to be honest, because there's a lot of kick-ass cars out there. The Mustang GT is awesome. I just don't think I can own one having the Shelby. The Camaro SS 1LE is one hell of a car. I mean, it is fantastic. It's so darn fast. But do I want to get into another muscle car, or when I had the Shelby GT350R, you know, that damn car is screwing my brain. But if you had some cars that, you know, I haven't kind of thought about that you might think would be a good fit, you know, anywhere from 2,000 on up to maybe 40,000 as a next project, and would be really cool, that you think would be neat and really kind of put my stamp on it. And before you say GTR, of course, an R32 GTR will be amazing. An R33 GTR is one of my dream cars, and I will have one day. But, you know, prices are going up. People want 40K plus for an R32, and they want 50K plus for an R33 with 100,000 miles on it. And I'm just, man, I just can't do it yet. I can't put myself to spend that much money on a 30-year-old car, as amazing as it is. And I know myself, I'll be throwing parts at it left and right. But let me know what you think. First, you know, I'd like to hear which car of the 4 that I've said you would like to see, or you think I should get. And then, you know, second part, if there's any other car out there that you think I should get that I haven't mentioned, let me hear down below. I appreciate it. Thanks so much for watching. Again, Brocco Fast, boom, boom. Subscribe, like, comment down below. I need your help. I need your help. So thanks for joining the team. Thanks for being part of the team, and we'll see you on the next one. Brocco Fast.